Oh, hey there, neighbor. What's on your mind? Oh, you had an assembly at school, huh? I almost forgot May was Mental Health Month. And they told you if you were feeling down bad, you should reach out to a friend or family member. In case you need help, huh? Here you are. How about you have a seat and let's talk? Yeah, I remember that service a month ago. Your mom sent me a thank you card for the flowers. Yeah, I know you and your pop were close. Yeah, all that history can be an anchor as the world speeds on ahead of us. Like nothing ever happened. Why are people so shallow? No. You know, Daisy, when my Nana passed, I was lost in this ocean of strangers on a strange base down in Georgia. Just alone. No, I couldn't find someone I was comfortable talking to, but what I could find was perspective from an old book. Can I share something from y'all's saga with you that might help? And heck, the whole neighborhood could hear this. The heart. It knows its own bitterness, and a stranger does not know its joy. The importance of empathy and understanding is pretty watered down in modern times, but back then, they gave this advice for a reason. You see, human emotions are complex. Ultimately, it reminds us to be more empathetic to the feelings and experiences of others. Yes, I can listen, but I can never truly know nor understand the pain you're going through. It's not limited to pain or sadness either. It could be our happiness, joy, or achievements. I remember my first match in middle school when the referee held my hand up, the winner. My mother lost it, but my dad just kind of clapped, going through the motions. He had never wrestled nor done sports in his youth, so I don't think he could appreciate it. And that kind of stung for many years, until a drill sergeant started yelling it at me, just up and ruined this here boy's need for wanting an authority figure to feel proud. I wanted him to stop being proud so he could stop making me do push-ups. Conversely, it's no different than when civilians ask veterans silly questions in an attempt to try to understand their life experiences. I remember shortly after I got out, some old high school buddies took me to Arby's and a complete stranger was just listening in the middle of reaching out for help to my friends about my 2 lost NCOs and the pain I was feeling. He leaned forward and asked me, "How many of them did you get while you were over there?" In that moment, only my heart knew what bitterness it had. Not my old buddies. Certainly not that guy. That guy made it worse. Little awkward too. But moving forward, I think everyone could benefit from being a little bit more mindful of the unique experiences, challenges, and difficulties we all have with our inner worlds. While I never shared a bond with Pop like you did, it is always a good idea to reach out to people who have had similar experiences. Sure, you know somebody, you know me, but I'll do you one better. I'm going to call your mom and tell her about grief counseling. You know, they have group grief counseling too. They got all kinds of group counseling. I attended some when I was trying to kick that bottle I jumped into. Oh yeah, I had trouble when I lost my friend and I turned to alcohol. That's why I thought we should talk before you turn to an unhealthy coping mechanism, before you truly process what you're going through. Form a habit, a bad one. One of the first things I learned there, that even though people don't understand, they're at least trying to make an attempt to make that connection and understand that inner world. So don't lash out. When you're reaching out for help, it's kind of hard to cross that river if you've burnt the bridge. Yeah, AA or group therapy helped me a lot. The one-on-one counselor while I attempted to end it all helped a lot too. They study the inner workings of our inner worlds, and they can help. All I can do is empathize. Been there. I know what you're going through to a point. Yeah, it does feel like a big heavy weight we carry around, but it gets a little lighter every day. I think your Pop would want you to live a long, healthy, and wonderful life where you reach your goals and follow your dreams. That's the 180 I pulled, at least when I wanted it to end. So I made a new beginning. And you may not feel the same, but my point is, there's always hope. There's a lot of wisdom in the sagas about holding on to hope, but that's another story for another time. Let me give your mom a call. Maybe stop by tomorrow. Talk some more, huh?